McDonald's work is way more straining. But what jobs are we talking about? Streaming is the most draining job in the world. You gotta be really strong. Streaming versus McDonald's. Oh! Leffen said streaming is hard. I do remember that. That's amazing. But honestly, I think a lot of the stuff he says, he wants to provoke, you know, he wants to be a wrestling heel. And people just fall for it. I think he's good at that, creating like fake drama all the time. But, I mean, being a streamer, I mean, it depends. To some people, it might be tough, but if you're doing it for the right reasons, you're living the dream. It's like, I wouldn't want to do anything other than what I'm doing. This is great. But becoming a full-time streamer, that is insanely fucking hard. So if that's what he meant, he's correct. I mean, you know, it's literally like what, 1 in a fucking thousand or 1 in 10,000 make a living doing this. It's really fucking hard. Yeah, content creation is a shitload of work, but it's like, it's so fascinating. It's I watched a video, King J, it was like for a while he had a series on how to be a content creator, and he made a video on like how to stop procrastinating. You know, I'm sure it's a big word to a lot of people maybe in the Twitch chat, but procrastination is basically, you know, chilling. Instead of working, you're watching Netflix, you're jerking off, you know, you're not being productive, you're doing whatever. And he was giving tips on how to not procrastinate. He was like, oh no, try and write a list of things you gotta do and stop postponing stuff. Try and see if by the end of the week you can, you know, get to that thing you've been postponing for so long. And I'm just sitting there like, wow. It's like, I mean, it's easy for me to say, I guess, but I'm like a workaholic, and I've been my entire life. I get stressed when I'm not working. It's like I work all the time. It's like with my content creation here, you know, YouTube, Twitch, it's like I'm always on the ball. Like, what's the next content coming up? How am I going to produce that? Do I need to write a script? What's interesting going forward? What can I do in a month? And stuff is not postponed. It's like I always have very detailed notes on everything I'm doing, and every day I'm crossing out stuff I'm achieving and clearing or finishing, whatever the word. And it's like, when you want to succeed in this field, like when you're competing with 5 billion other people who are super passionate, it's like, if that's even a thing, you know, that you need motivation to stop procrastinating, it's like, it's gonna be very difficult, because you're going up against people who, they can't fucking wait to do the next stream or do the work on the next YouTube video. And procrastination is never an issue, because their chill time and having fun is literally working. It is literally working. That's what you're going up against. And that's what you're going up against in every single field or endeavor you might get into. Oh, you want to be a lawyer? Oh God, I'm bored. I don't want to read this license agreement or contract right now. I'm tired. I studied for 5 hours. But I want to become a top lawyer. Well, guess what? You're going up against Joe here, and he can't fucking wait to read that license agreement. He literally goes to the toilet and he shits as quickly as he can just so he can read some more. So he can read 14 hours per day. He just can't wait. And when he's read that license agreement, he goes on to the next contract that you won't even look at because you're so tired after the first one. But he can't wait. And it's like, that's what you're going up against. And it's like Twitch and YouTube. 10 years ago, a lot of people had a shot at becoming, succeeding with it. But it's like these days when everyone is trying to become a streamer and YouTuber, it's like, yeah, it's no easy task. And it's, yeah, I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So if that's what Leffen meant, then he's absolutely correct. Becoming a streamer these days and, being successful, it's as hard as becoming a fucking rapper or football player and doing that full time. It's, any game you play, you're competing against thousands of people. 10 years ago, you could actually be the new guy doing a new game that no one else was playing. In like 2008, 2009, you could play that niche game. But today, no matter what you try to play, there's someone doing that. Or hundreds of people doing that. Or thousands of people doing that. And it's like on Twitch, 5 years ago, you could be discovered playing a new game. But these days, it's like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna play Cyberpunk, and I'm gonna be one of the first people to play that. And it's like, yeah, good luck. You and 100,000 other people on Twitch. And no one will be able to find you when they search, because you're gonna be buried in an endless pile of streams. And it's... yeah. It's like someone said to me, like, you can't really succeed on Twitch anymore unless it's like lightning in a bottle, combination of personality, gameplay skill, and luck. It's that, lightning in a bottle, right place, right time. But for most people, they're going to need something else. Like maybe having a YouTube channel, doing well there, and then getting established on Twitch as well. But it's really, really difficult. It's not difficult being a streamer once you've made it, but it's actually getting a salary. That's the fucking problem. Getting viewers, getting all of that. Oh yeah, obviously connections are gonna help. Connections are gonna help a shitload. But connections are never going to give you long-term success. They can open doors and give you temporary success, but in the end, you're going to have to carry your product. They can't do it for you. Yeah, you're going to need great English skills. Although obviously there are huge, like, German streamers, Indian streamers, French streamers who go with their native language.